Well, good day there, ladies and gentlemen. This is Scott Manning coming to you live from Scott Manning Sports Talk. Number 10 Ohio State has just took care of number 18 Michigan State. I have my official reaction. I've got the final numbers for the ball game, and I'll give you my exact thoughts on what I thought on the game today. What a victory for Ohio State it was. A big victory for the Buckeyes today. They took care of business. They took care of Michigan State. Everybody was worried that this game was going to be a battle. I mean, at halftime, it was 7-3. Michigan State was struggling. Michigan State couldn't get anything going. For the first time since 2016, Michigan State was shut out of the end zone. That was huge today for the Buckeyes. And I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to be handing out some game balls for this game here in just a second. But I want you guys to understand where I'm coming from here. Okay, first of all, Ohio State took care of Michigan State today 26-6. What a victory for the Buckeyes. I mean, the offense couldn't do much of anything, but the defense and the special teams stepped up to the plate today. The defense got their mojo going, and what a victory it was. For Ohio State, Dwayne Haskins, 24-39, 227 yards and a touchdown today. Mike Weber rushed for over 100 yards. He had carried the ball 21 times for 140 yards, and he had a touchdown today. But Drew Chrisman, 9 punts, 340 yards, 6 inside the 20. 5 of those 6 punts were inside the 5. Michigan State was buried at their own end of the field almost all day. And those Sparty couldn't get anything going. Brian Lurwicki, 11 of 24, 128 yards and an interception. He got replaced for a while in the ball game. Cody White, 8 receptions, 115 yards. That was it for Michigan State today. And Michigan State had the best rush defense in the country. They only averaged 71.7 yards per game on the rush defense. Ohio State ran the ball for 120 yards today. That was a huge victory for the Buckeyes. That was huge today. On first downs, Ohio State took that 21-12. On third down, Michigan State was 2 of 16 today. On third down, they couldn't get anything going. Ohio State was only 6 of 18. They weren't exactly good themselves. Ohio State, 347 yards total offense today. They didn't need much offense because the defense and the special teams did a lot of the damage. Michigan State had 274 yards total offense. Michigan State turned the ball over 3 times today. That's why Ohio State won this game. The turnovers helped them big time. There was 1 turnover in the end zone for a touchdown, and that was huge today. Ohio State also had the ball for 37.5 minutes. The Buckeyes did what they thought. They did what they had to do. They were only 3-point favorites going into the ball game, and I'm thinking, oh, that's going to hold up. And did you guys notice one of the punts that Michigan State tried? I think they did that by design to get the safety out of it. Kick it to Ohio State. Let them try to work for it. But come on. But the Buckeyes got a big victory today, and Ohio State's and their college football playoff hopes are still alive. Next week it's Maryland. Then we got the showdown in the shoe the Saturday after Thanksgiving against Michigan. But I'm going to tell you now, this was a huge victory today. Ohio State had to have it, and they got it. And that's all I can say. The Buckeyes did what they had to do. Michigan State had some costly penalties. There was one penalty where we thought they had the touchdown they took in the lead for the first time in the game. It got called back because of an ineligible receiver downfield. I mean, Ohio State had some penalties. The penalties killed them today, too. I've seen stranger things happen, and they usually do. Michigan State, in the ball game, they had a missed 51-yard field goal. They had a fumble in the end zone. Ohio State got a touchdown out of it. The Michigan State just looked flat awful. They got shut out of the end zone. A big victory for Ohio State. This is exactly what the Buckeyes needed. And I'm going to tell you right now, game balls. I got to give out 4 game balls in this one. One goes to Dwayne Haskins, 24-39, 227 yards and a touchdown. Mike Weber, 21 carries, 141 yards and a touchdown. Another game ball goes to the Ohio State defense for stepping up in a big game situation like this. Draymond Jones, Chase Young and company, you guys, all of you guys get a game ball. And I got to give another one out. Drew Chrisman. Okay, he had to put the ball 9 times for 340 yards, but when you pin Michigan State inside the 5 at least 3 or 4 times in that ball game, that was huge. So I got to give a game ball to Drew Chrisman. Now, Ohio State is keeping pace with Michigan in the Big Ten East race. This was a battle in the trenches. This was a battle. I figured, okay, 7-3 at the half, this is going to be a close one. But Ohio State pulled away in the end, and boy, was I happy. Everybody in Columbus is ecstatic or jumping up and down right now. Well, everybody in East Lansing is probably crying and drowning their sorrows and saying, I shouldn't do that, but hey, it's Michigan State. They've given Ohio State more than enough fits in their lifetime that you'll understand. This was a huge victory today for Ohio State. They were only 3.5-point favorites going into this game today. And they get the job done, and they win by 20. And I'm telling you right now, my congratulations to the Buckeyes, Urban Meyer, you guys, all the game ball recipients that I've given game balls to. And I'm going to tell you right now, this was a huge momentum swinger and a huge victory for Ohio State today. Next Saturday, it's Maryland. Then we got Michigan at home at 12 noon on Fox. This is the Saturday after Thanksgiving. What a victory it was today for Ohio State. And I want to thank you guys so much for being with me. All right, folks, I'm going to go ahead and get on out of here. I got some more college football on my mind today. I want to thank you guys for taking a few minutes with me here this afternoon. Thank you guys so much. You guys have a great day. I will be back tonight at 11:30 or midnight for more on the Ohio State-Michigan game. What a victory it was for Ohio State. They did what they had to do. They stopped Michigan State, held them to 6 points. That was it for the day. 2 field goals. That was it. And what a victory it was. And the Buckeyes did what they had to do. And once again, to Dwayne Haskins, Mike Weber, the Ohio State defense, and Drew Chrisman, all 4 of you guys are going to get a Scott Manning game ball for the jobs that you guys did today. The bottom line is this. Ohio State got the job done today. Now, if we can beat Maryland and beat Michigan, we can spoil the party for the Wolverines, and we can definitely do that. And that's all I'm going to say right now, because my voice is running out, and I got to get supper. I got to order supper tonight. I'm going to kick back, relax. I got more football to watch, but I will be back. I will definitely be back with you tonight at 11:30 or midnight for the Scott Manning Facebook for the Scott Manning YouTube College Football Postgame Show. Thank you guys so much for being with me. You guys have a great day. I'll be back between 11:30 and midnight. You guys have a great day, and God bless.